There's endless fascination for the category for oldest living person. The news, when it hits, goes around the world in seconds.
Do you want to know who the world's oldest people are? In this video, we've looked at exactly that. Each of these people is a supercentenarian, having lived above the age of 110. From the time-honored secrets of centenarians to the astounding lifespan of individuals who defied all odds, here are the 10 oldest humans who have ever lived, who have surpassed all expectations by overcoming age limitations. Number 1. Chitetsu Watanabe. Meet Chitetsu Watanabe, the world's oldest man who left behind a bittersweet narrative. The Guinness Book of World Records officially recognized him in February 2020 at 112 years and 344 days old. Unfortunately, he died only 2 weeks later. Calligraphy and math exercises. Watanabe was the first of 8 children born to Haruzo and Miya on March 5, 1907. After finishing his agricultural school, he worked on a sugar plantation before moving to Taiwan. Chitetsu married Mitsue in Taiwan during his 18 years there, and 4 of their 5 children were born there. He also served in the military near the end of World War II in 1944. Chitetsu returned to his homeland of Niigata after the war. According to Yoko Watanabe, wife of Tetsuo, Chitetsu's first son, it was a terrible period for the family. Both Chitetsu and Tetsuo told me that getting to places and sourcing food was a struggle. Having to live under that circumstance with 4 young children must have been tough, Yoko remarked. He and his son Tetsuo built a new family house in 1974, complete with an acre of property where they farmed potatoes, tomatoes, strawberries, and plums. When questioned about the key to his long life in an interview with a local newspaper, including grandchildren and great-grandchildren also brought him immense joy and contributed to his constant smile. Number 2. Juan Vicente Pérez. Juan Vicente Pérez Mora, born May 27, 1909, is a Venezuelan supercentenarian who, at the age of 114, is the world's oldest verified alive man since the death of Spain's Saturnino de la Fuente Garcia on January 18, 2022, and the last living male born in the 1900s decade. Juan Vicente has excellent health and memory. He recalls his upbringing, marriage, and the names of his brothers, children, and grandkids, and he enjoys being surrounded by family and friends who tell stories and engage in pleasant discussions. His 100th birthday was especially special to him since he could spend it with his sons and many great-grandchildren, and his granddaughter, Karla Marisol, and her husband gave him a lovely painting. "The whole family is very grateful for my daddy's health," daughter Nelita Perez said. "His longevity secret is to work hard, go to bed early, rest on holidays, drink a glass of aguardiente every day, love God, and always carry him in your heart." As a devout Christian who prioritizes God, Juan Vicente prays at least twice a day as part of his regular regimen. Chiyo Miyako. Chiyo Miyako, a robust Japanese woman, was the world's oldest living person for 3 months, beginning April 21, 2018. Even though she is currently the 3rd oldest Japanese individual in history, after Kane Tanaka and Nabitajima, her tale is remarkable. Chiyo Miyako was born on May 2, 1901, in Yuasa, Wakayama Prefecture, Japan. She was the 4th of 5 children, yet she grew up as her parents' first child because her older siblings all died at a young age. She had one younger sibling, Plex. He was a Kyoto University student. Because of his student status, the couple had a family wedding without publicly announcing their marriage. She said, "It was a good match, and we had a wonderful marital life." Miyako's relatives referred to her as the goddess and remembered her as an outspoken individual who was patient and kind to others. On August 3, 2015, at the age of 114, her age was verified by the MHLW, Naoto Miyako, Stefan Maglov, and Henri Kusaku, and validated by the GRG. Following the death of 114-year-old Kyoko Ishiguro on December 5, 2015, she became the oldest living person in Kanagawa Prefecture. Ana Vela Rubio of Spain died on December 15, 2017, making her the last person alive born in 1901. Nabi Tajima died on April 21, 2018, making her the oldest living person in Japan and the globe. When her husband and eldest son Nobuo were deployed to serve in World War II, she was in charge of an udon noodle restaurant. After the war, she and her husband became Christians and owned a rice shop together. She lived during all 5 imperial reigns that comprise modern-day Japan, the first of which was the Meiji era, which ended in 1912. Tanaka expressed her desire to live to the age of 120, claiming that her faith in God, family, sleep, hope, eating healthy cuisine, and mastering mathematics had all contributed to her long life. Her long life, and that of Jean Calment and Sarah Naus, have sparked speculation that the most remarkable human longevity could be 125 years. Tanaka was scheduled to carry the Olympic torch at the 2020 Summer Olympics. However, he declined due to a spike in COVID-19 cases in Japan. Kane Tanaka became the third 8 days. They surpassed Sarah Naus's lifespan to become the second oldest verified human. Tanaka died on April 19, 2022 in a hospital in Fukuoka, 9 days after being the second oldest verified person ever. Number 5. Doña Leandra Bachera Lumbreras. Doña Leandra Bachera. She was a woman who claimed to have achieved a great age but not claiming to be the oldest person ever. Her claim to be 127 years old is still notable. It's not far off from the previous record of 122, making it a viable option. Doña's long life was ascribed to her balanced appetite and adequate sleep, 2 qualities commonly connected with longevity. She had a beautiful habit of singing to her grandkids, and charming young men who visited her quickly earned her admiration. Although she never married, she had 5 children, all of whom died before her. Throughout her life, she supported her family by working as a seamstress. Doña's Emiliano Mercado del Toro. Meet Emiliano Mercado del Toro, who had an extraordinary life and was recognized as one of the world's validated oldest living persons when he died on January 2, 2007, at the incredible age of 115 years and 156 days. Emiliano's unusual period, however, went unreported until he was 110 years old. Someone published an article about him during a parade in his hometown of Puerto Rico, drawing attention to his fantastic lifespan. Following that, various documents were filed to validate his age, cementing his position as one of the world's oldest people. Mercado could recall being a toddler when U.S. troops invaded Puerto Rico in 1898, and he vividly remembered the conflict that ended Spain's colonial power in the Americas. He attributed his lifespan to lunch, boiled maize, codfish, and milk cream-like meals he consumed daily. On the day she was assassinated, he was 83 years old and claimed to have concealed behind a table when Oppenheimer's attackers opened fire. When asked what he was doing there, he responded, "Praying. Or at least I was when the bullets started flying." Emiliano holds the record for the longest survived veteran across all military forces as a veteran of World War I. This accomplishment was noteworthy when he earned an honor from U.S. President Bill Clinton in 1993. Emiliano was honored with a medal marking the 75th anniversary of the armistice that ended World War I. Emiliano did not have a spouse or children. He did, however, joke about having 3 girlfriends throughout his life. Emiliano found fulfillment in his job in the cane fields, which he continued until age 81, and he had a happy life. Number 7. Li Qingyuan. Li Qingyuan is a man whose alleged age has inspired both suspicion and fascinating. Facts about his birth and early life casts doubt on his age. He attributed his extraordinary lifespan to his herbalist abilities, implying that he had discovered the secrets of youth. However, in the absence of solid proof, these statements remain theoretical. The historical context adds to the complication, as birth records for common people from the 18th century and earlier were sometimes incomplete or non-existent. As a result, proving Li's nearly 200-year age becomes a problematic endeavor. Without remarkable evidence, his extraordinary claim will likely stay unsubstantiated, leaving us to contemplate the reality behind his mysterious story. Number 8. Luo Meizhen. Luo Meizhen was a Chinese contender for the world's oldest person title. A report from the Gerontological Society of China, GSC, backed up her allegation. However, it has not received broad support due to a lack of trustworthy birth records in Guangxi at the time of her birth. 1949. She belonged to the Yao ethnic group and resided in Bama County. The state of Alabama is notable for the longevity of many of its residents, with 31.7 supercentenarians per 100,000 persons recorded in the 2011 census. Luo was illiterate and spent her entire life as a farmer and housekeeper. She was regarded as a pleasant but obstinate woman with a strong personality. Luo was the mother of 5 children. Skeptics of her longevity claim pointed out that if her birth date were correct, she would have given birth to her youngest son at 61. The Gerontological Society of China declared Luo Meizhen, 125, the oldest living person in China in 2010. This made her a plausible contender for the title of the world's oldest alive person. However, Guinness World Records refused to recognize the longevity claim because of a lack of official birth records. To a rigorous diet that he has followed since boyhood. Gouda maintains a strict and healthy lifestyle that adds to his longevity. His healthy diet includes homemade chutney spring water and excellent lemon juice. "I eat a strict healthy diet and I'm in good health," he boasts. Surprisingly, he avoids ghee, fatty foods, alcohol, and smoking, remaining a devout vegetarian. The assertion of Gouda's age has been met with skepticism, even though he lacks a birth certificate. He backs up his claim with official documentation supplied by the Indian government. His passport, voter ID card, PAN card attacks, and identification documents all show his birth year, 1897. Gouda's extraordinary athletic ability has earned him over 20 medals in national and international tournaments for his age group, including a gold medal at the 2014 Malaysian Championships. Number 10. Edna Parker. Parker was raised on a farm in 1913. Earl passed away on February 23, 1939. Clifford and Earl Jr. were their 2 sons, both of whom she outlived. She had 5 grandkids, 14 great-grandchildren, and 13 great-great-grandchildren as of April 2008. Her 2 sisters are also deceased. Georgia lived to be 99 years old, while Opal died at the age of 88. In April 2007, at 114, she met Bertha Fry, the second oldest Indiana resident and the world's 5th oldest living person. Fry, who lived in Muncie, Indiana, was 113 at the time, setting the record for the oldest combined age of 2 supercentenarians at 227 years and 142 days. Parker shared a house with Sandy Allen, the tallest living woman according to Guinness World Records, until Allen died on August 13, 2008. Parker enjoyed reading and reciting poetry, especially the work sharing her wisdom and experiences with younger generations. Thanks for watching, and while you are still here, make sure to click the video on your screen for more mind-blowing videos. I'll see you there.